famous singer was coming to visit our high school. The girls from my class screamed because a famous singer was coming to visit our high school. He was supposed to get here any minute, but when I saw our teacher, Mr. Brown, in the hallway, he looked nervous. He ran down the hallway, and I thought, how cool can this celebrity be? But when we finally walked into the gym, as soon as we got inside, they slammed the doors behind us. Police officers were waiting inside, telling us to sit down. We were all really confused, but when police dogs started searching us, I knew something was wrong. Then, our principal yelled, "Everyone with a gray shirt, come down immediately." They all walked down, and the cops took them outside. Now we were scared. We had to sit there for hours, not even getting to eat lunch, and people were furious. One guy tried to fight one of the cops, but they slammed him on the ground and put him in handcuffs, telling everyone to stay calm. People were crying, calling their parents, saying they were scared, but they couldn't even get to us. Police were completely surrounding the building. "Just tell us what's happening." The principal finally grabbed the microphone. He was sweating, and we could tell he was scared. "Students, there is currently an active bomb threat in the bathrooms. Mr. Brown confirmed it. Nobody is allowed to leave." Everyone went completely silent and started freaking out. They started flooding towards the exits. "Let us out," but the police were tackling them. They were fighting the cops. Parents started trying to break down the doors, and everyone was panicking. But when one guy stood up, Mr. Brown saw his gray shirt under his hoodie. There he is!" They grabbed him and rushed him out, yelling at him to admit he did it. He yelled that didn't know what they were talking about. They were furious. But just as the officer was about to swing, the door burst open. A detective yelled, "Wait! Stop!" Everyone froze. She ran in holding an iPad and showed us the footage, and that's when we found out what happened. Turns out, Mr. Brown completely misunderstood when he overheard that student telling another boy in the hallway, "I'm so gonna blow up the bathroom later today." The girls from my class screamed because a famous singer was coming to visit our high school. He was supposed to get here any minute, but when I saw our teacher, Mr. Brown, in the hallway, he looked nervous. He ran down the hallway, and I thought, how cool can this celebrity be? But when we finally walked into the gym, as soon as we got inside...
I didn't plan on...
A desperate thief broke into a wealthy family's mansion in the middle of the night. While stuffing expensive jewelry into his bag, he heard a terrifying gasping sound coming from the nursery. He crept inside and saw a 6-month-old baby turning purple, silently choking on a small plastic toy, knowing he would definitely get arrested if he made a sound. The thief made a shocking choice. He dropped his stolen loot, rushed to the crib, and performed first aid until the baby coughed up the toy and started crying. Before the parents could run in, the thief jumped out the window and vanished into the night, leaving all the money behind. The thief thought he got away completely unseen, but he didn't know the nursery had a hidden security camera that clearly caught his face. 20 years later, the thief was old, homeless, and starving on the streets. Suddenly, 2 men in black suits surrounded him. He thought his criminal past had finally caught up to him. Instead of taking him to jail, they brought him back to that exact same mansion. The wealthy father stepped forward and opened a briefcase filled with millions of dollars. The father handed him an old printed photo from the security camera and smiled warmly. "You dropped your loot to save my son 20 years ago," he said. "Consider this your delayed payment."